How can one keep love for one shaykh without the love being split with another shaykh, causing confusion? Forgive me for my ignorance and bad adab.
The love and admiration is like a blanket that you put upon, for us, all of Naqshbandiya. So we have an immense love for Naqshbandiya, and we put our love and ihtiram and respect for all of them. But the one whom I sat with all my life and every day looked into his face and connected my heart and wrote notes from his talking, that face, those notes are burned into my soul. So if you're doing it right, you're so locked on to that one whom you're listening to, talking to, taking notes from, that your heart only eats from and drinks from that ocean. If you're not doing it right, then because I've seen a lot of people click on 20 different YouTubes, I listen to this, I listen to this. I said, but which one are you really listening to? Just listening to all these people on a spectrum of all of this, okay. But is there one that grabs you and you just have to listen, you have to take notes? Then you're sitting and closing your eyes and visualizing that you're in that presence and that you want to understand these knowledges that you just wrote, the books that you just read. So that requires your loyalty. That's when you decide that I want to get married and I'm going to be locked in. You're out and you think you like everybody, but no, the one you marry is the one you marry. The one that you're locked into, you're locked into. You know when it's going to take place, when you feel your heart is locking in that reality. So same thing in every aspect of our life, we've come across that in everything in our life. There are many good professors, but the professor that I'm enrolled with and I'm going to take my exams with and the college that I'm attending is the one that I'm listening to. If there's other professors online, they may have an interesting way of saying it, but that's not going to be on my test. So the relationship I have with the shaykh, I'm reading his books, I'm watching all his YouTubes, I'm listening every Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the zikr. Whatever I'm experiencing from his teachings, I have to ask and deal with him. Because the other one is going to come and have a different system. So we had an example before, there was a person who came to us and said that, my life is very difficult, what should I do? And our advice, because the file of that person is with me. I said, no problem, your house very far away, sell that house, move closer so that you can be of service to the center. And the person by nature wasn't interested in any one person telling them what to do. So they went to the higher shaykh or the other shaykh, and the other shaykh said, no, you have to stay where you are and you have to find somebody over there, then you have to do like this. And it was even harder advice. Because it would have been easy for the person just to sell and come close to the zawiyah at that time and interact with the zawiyah and be a part of the community. The other shaykh wanted to give it a real spin and said, no, actually you have to stay farther and drive that 2-hour distance to the zikr, and you have to find somebody over in this place. They didn't like that answer either. They went to Cyprus and they asked the big shaykh, and the big shaykh looked and said, go to Pakistan tomorrow, it's finished for you here, and get your partner there. So now you're in trouble. There's 3 shaykhs that you didn't listen to. And that person become like a dust in the wind flowing around to everything, and they're not with anyone. They love everyone but they're not under anyone's nazar. And the danger of asking these shaykhs and not doing it is each shaykh, if you think he's bigger, his advice will be much tougher on you. And the file and the ease, because the shaykh who's giving you and continuously dealing with you is trying to make it so that you pass. The other one's like, why did you come to me? I'm actually going to make it much harder. And then the biggest one said, you won't even be able to think about it. Can you imagine selling your whole life and move to Pakistan? They just looked at them and like, what? Say, yeah, that's what you get. So then they went to one shaykh and said, what should I do? I said, okay, you give like $400 donation. They went to another shaykh and he said, no, you have to give $5,000 donation. This is a separate issue. Then they went to the big shaykh and he said, no, you have to give $10,000 donation. So I said, okay, no. The smaller one was easier. But people want to make everything complicated, they just don't want to listen to anyone, and especially the one who's easiest access, they don't want to listen to that one. They want to find the shaykh that they have no access to and say, this is my shaykh, so that you don't have to ask and you're not going to get an answer. So this is a trick from the nafs that's now taking place and has always taken place. SubhanAllah. Allah bless you, dress you, and for everyone, that's not only the person asking the question, but this is for everyone involved. This is a trick that the nafs will play. Find the most distant, because that's the one that you won't be accountable for, and do whatever you want.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah.
Ramadan